Yeah, I'm rallyrabbit, also known as Mocha. You can find me on YouTube at TransCanada Limited. rallyrabbit is in the name. I really like rally games, and I want to share my passion for Sega Rally 1 and 2 with everybody. I'm nowhere near world record material. I'm not a professional. I just play these casually. They're just really fun, and I want to put on a show for you guys.
Okay, we seem to be ready whenever you are.
Okay, yeah, I'm good to go. So this game has a built-in timer, obviously, so as soon as the flag drops, the co-driver is going to say 3, 2, 1, go.
3,
2, 1, and start the clock. So this is Sega Rally Championship. It came out in 1995. It's unbelievable how well it's held up. Still one of the most fun games you can play if you like rally racing. Gonna do my best to try and get it sideways a little bit. Try to have a little bit of fun with it. And this blasted red car in front of me has killed so many runs.
Isn't it the red car in Mario Kart as well, which always is the problematic one?
Yes. Just with the way the AI cars move in this game, basically the way they do it is every couple of seconds their position gets updated. Like, you can see the way this guy left of me is switching around all over the place. That red car will literally dart from the right side of the track to the left and knock you into the wall. It's killed so many runs. Okay, so that's stage 1, desert, finished. Now for forest. This one's mostly tarmac. Try and take as straight a line as possible. You have to excuse if my driving is a little bit twitchy. My left hand is shaking. I'm very nervous. I've never done anything like this before.
Well, you're doing fine so far. We're rooting for you to keep going.
Appreciate it.
Also, we're questioning whether the person driving that red car is Mario or not. It might
well,
be.
This is Sega, so it's probably Knuckles. Oh, I messed up that turn a little bit.
Is one of them trying to sabotage the race anyway?
Oh, nice and sideways. There we go. And of course, the Model 2 emulator has decided to start doing its audio glitching, of course. So we're going to be hearing that engine sound for the rest of the run. That's fantastic.
Chat, I hope you like engines. I really do.
It figures. It didn't do that. It didn't do this at all during all of my practice runs, and then when it's actually up on the marathon, of course, it decides now's the time to bug out. That's fantastic. Alright, come on, Salika. Oh, that's so annoying. Doesn't stop!
Gives you helpful tips like try the next stage as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that engine sound is really not helping. I need to be able to hear the car to actually shift properly. It's like when I do my own streams on YouTube. All the problems happen as soon as I press go live.
I think everyone in the chat who streams and everyone in the production who streams, they all know that exact problem.
Oh, cool. As soon as I said that, it went away. Yay. Alright, now big, nice turn through here. Oh, I went wide.
Maybe that's what we need to do. If we complain loudly about the problems on the stream while we're trying to do our speed runs, maybe those problems go away.
Well, the Model 2 emulator is a weird and unforgivable mistress, so...
So this was what would have been playing on those original arcade machines.
Yes,
and
it is,
we're just running it back on an emulator.
Yep, that's exactly right. Because I do not have $5,000 for a Sega Model 2 arcade cabinet.
Oh, the production cost to try and stream that onto Twitch as well.
Exactly.
I mean, we might be able to crowdfund it, but the money needs to go to Lifeline, not to production costs.
That's right. Okay, so I'm in first place on Mountain, so I get to go to Lakeside. And if anyone's familiar with the "that goddamn level" trope, this is this game's "that goddamn level." It's very narrow, and it's very sideways. Try and make this as smooth as possible. Come on, Salika! Big turn, and then into fourth for the sprint. Best music in the game, too. Don't at me. Okay, and sideways again. All about weight transfer on this stage. And down to third. Sideways. And sideways. Ah, beautiful. Right on the apex. Come on, Salika. Okay. Whoa. Okay, and then round the turn, and we come to the end of SEGA Rally 1. There we go. Okay, it's not time yet. I still gotta switch emulators. So, while the cinematic plays, there actually is something kind of funny I would like to share if anyone's interested in some Group A rally history, because this game's based on the 1995 World Rally Championship season, and there's a pretty interesting story about the car I was playing as, if you're interested in hearing.
Yeah, go for it.
Right, so in 1995, Toyota introduced this model of Celica, the ST205, and they were absolutely crushing it. Like, they were just blitzing all of the rallies they entered, and Subaru, Lancia, Mitsubishi, all those guys, they were really confused as to how Toyota was getting that acceleration, and it was actually a little bit suspicious how well they were doing. So FIA, the sports governing body, investigated Toyota, and it was found out that Toyota was actually cheating with the design of their engine. So rally cars... Oh, I didn't even make it on the leaderboard!
SEGA Rally Championship.
Alright. Well, that's SEGA Rally 1. Didn't even make it on the board, because I've practiced so much that I've blown my own times out of the water, so I'm just going to switch to SEGA Rally 2 and keep going. Anyway, so with the Celica ST205, Toyota was actually found to be cheating. Rally cars in the 90s have a thing called a restrictor plate, which limited the amount of air going into the turbocharger, which kept the cars all sort of on the same playing field. And Toyota's engine assembly actually pushed the restrictor plate something like, I think, 50 millimeters away from the turbo housing. So it gave them about a 50 horsepower advantage over the rest of the field. But here's the thing, it was so beautifully done that FIA actually congratulated them on how well their cheat was put together. But of course they got banned from the 95 season and never competed with the ST205 again. That's why in SEGA Rally 2, the Toyota car on offer is the Corolla, not the Celica. Just some interesting Group A history for you there.
That's amazing. It's like, congratulations on your cheat. By the way, you're banned.
Yeah. It just, if you look at you can look online for the Celica Rally cheat and you'll find out more about it. It was beautifully made. Like, everything was so fantastically machined. Anyway, we're not in the Celica anymore. We're in the Subaru Impreza. And we're in SEGA Rally 2. Now, this game controls completely different, because instead of actually, like, having weight transfer and all that stuff, in this game you just kind of pick a drift angle, and your car just kind of goes with it. Like, I'm not touching the steering. Your car just kind of keeps going.
So this would have been a huge change for the people who were playing the original arcade machine to suddenly have this version come out, and suddenly the change of direction and how you steer and things completely different.
Completely different. It's a totally different game. Also, the fact that instead of using H-pattern gears, this has sequential gears and a handbrake, like real rally cars. So that's kind of cool.
Oh, wow.
Also, obligatory cone destruction in a Sega racer, of course.
Of course.
Anyone who's played Daytona USA, you know what I mean. Okay, now for Mountain. Another thing with this game is that the difficulty curve is kind of insane. And I hope you like Eurobeat, because this is straight up actual Eurobeat in a 90s racing game. Try to take that as wide as possible.
I've got a donation if you're okay for one.
Oh yeah, go for it!
I've got a $20 donation from Saffron, without comment.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Saffron. Thank you for supporting Trans Lifeline. Okay, hard on the brakes. Left. Why'd I say left? I meant right.
The other left.
Yeah, the other left, yeah. Yeah, that handbrake, I've got a friend who tried to stream the home version of this on Twitch a while ago. Shoutouts to Glitch Kitten if you're watching. Yeah, that first hairpin probably took her about a week to get right. But we're looking pretty good. We're already in 6th. One last turn to go, and cross the line. Alright. Okay, Snowy. This one is really tough.
3, 2, 1, go! 50, long, easy right, maybe. 100, very, very long, easy left.
Come on, Subaru, come on.
200, easy right, easy left.
Come on, Subaru, come on.
70, long, medium left.
Oh, it's trying.
Ooh!
It's climbing up the 200s. That's about 140 miles if you're still on the Imperial system.
Yeah, 140 miles in Roman Catholic.
Oof. It's amazing how Britain, for a lot of things, is metric, but for distances, especially driving, still in miles, same as America.
Yep. Also, that hairpin was really messy. I apologize. A little wide there. Alright. Not perfect, but I'll take it. Okay. Alright, Riviera. Cool thing about this course, this is actually quite literally part of the Monaco Grand Prix circuit. Which is the real-life race course.
I do remember reading about various things, and they did want to make it as real as possible, and this one, Monaco is a very small circuit if I remember correctly, so this one is very easy to just slap in a game engine, and that's exactly what they did for this game.
Yep. I'm kind of surprised, of all the things they could have done with Monaco, they did a snowy stage in the mountains somewhere on a dirt road, but they could have done Rally Monte Carlo, which is done in Monaco, on icy roads. It would have been a perfect expert stage, but whatever. Anyone who knows Sega knows they make weird decisions.
You've got to love those U-turns, and then, oh, there's a bend in the road, and all these turns are really sharp.
Yep. Okay, final turn. A little wide. Come on, Subaru. And finish! That's time!
GG!
Alright, that's time. That's time. Right, so we're gonna come up to the leaderboard here in a second, and remember what I was saying about Toyota? Alright, how'd I do? How'd I do? Come on, game. Love the ending cinematic in this. Okay, 4 minutes 14:88 says on there. How'd I do on my board? How'd I do on my board? Come on. Ah, 7th. Also, notice 2-second gap at the top. That's the Celica ST205. They even put it in this game.
Just to throw people.
Yep, just to throw people. Anyway, that's my run.
Are there any shout-outs and things you want to do before you wrap up and head on out?
Well, I would absolutely like to give a shout out to Erdes the One for doing my character art up here. This little driver cam turned out so awesome. And shout out to people on the Fastest for His Discord for encouraging me for how nervous I was. Same thing on my own Discord, Mocha's Coffee Shop. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you so much. Really enjoyed watching that run, and thank you for showing it to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I'm extremely passionate about these games. They're just fun. They're fun to play. If your computer can run either the Model 2 or Model 3 emulator, seriously look at getting these going, because they're just such a blast.